Cheaters. They can go from no clipping to upside down teleporting flying with all headshots aimbotting. You might have experienced this because the cheating community is only growing in Rivals. This video will be split into 3 sections. The first section will be types of cheats used and the best strats used to counter it. The second section will be best things to do for each map while against any type of hack recommended, with loadout recommendations as well, and third, you can tell it's a cheater who signs, and how to report a cheater to get them banned on Discord. No clipping is a cheat which is made so you can walk through walls, but is in most cases used to camp inside of walls because it gives the enemy basically a shield which you can't shoot them through if they're inside of the wall, but they can shoot you. You can use such as flare guns, molotovs near the wall because the fire has the radius for it. You can also peek the wall, and as you're peeking you can right click your katana and deflect any damage they have done. No need for an explanation, they just teleport on you. It could be with a shotgun or with aimbot or headshots with an assault rifle, it doesn't matter, and they can just kill you. You can't outrun them, but you can use the shotgun plus katana strategy. Here's an example. They just fly really high up, usually with aimbot and maybe even teleportations. So if you're on the map arena, shield yourself at the start of a round with a katana, right click, and run to cover which is in the middle, which has a roof. They will have to toggle no clipping or some kind of different cheat, and you can maybe win with my strategies I have told you in this video. Aimbotting is a cheat which can be nearly unnoticeable to very obvious, but if blatant, usually gets paired up with different hacks like teleportation and flying. The map arena is the best map for cheaters because the map is small, which means fly hackers can easily spot you unless you go to the only spot which is in the middle, which has the rooftop, like I said in the video before. Or for people no clipping, they can just be hiding in a wall camping. They can push you wall to wall and you don't know what to do. The only best strat for you in arena is to have katana. If you don't have katana to reflect all the damage they've done, you just simply lost. There's no in between. The best loadout recommendations for arena for the primary is the burst or the shotgun. For the secondary is the exogun or Uzi, or even shorty if you're on a budget or something is still a viable option. For melee is obviously the katana. It's just way too broken for the game. It definitely needs a nerf, but if it does get nerfed then we're doomed. And for the utility is definitely the medkit. If it just deals chip damage and you're like trying to win off damage rounds instead of like actually killing them, if it just did damage, you just heal up and you're kind of safe. Backrooms is a map which is best for no clippers because the map Backrooms acts like a maze. There's just a ton of walls, there's angles and stuff. They can just catch you off guard very easily by just peeking out with aim assist and just shooting you, boom boom. For fly hackers, if they're just trying to pick this map, they're just simply dumb because flying is not gonna be effective because there's literally roofs. You can't fly any higher up. But for aimbot hackers, they're just gonna be best to be counted with the deck recommendations I'm gonna be telling you in the following. For backroom, there's quite a bit of close range angles, so the shotgun would be probably the best as a primary. For the secondary, it's maybe the exogun because all the splash if you're going through walls and no clipping, but the Uzi and revolver is still a good option. While the melee is probably gonna be the katana because you can reflect damage and stuff. That's probably the only way if you don't leave walls and just wanna damage you and kill you. You just right click katana and deal damage. And for your utility, you either wanna get Molotov or a medkit. Medkit is to heal back up, so you can play health advantage so you don't lose in damage. And for Molotov, it's just if they're camping no clipping through walls, it will just be better. Crossroads is a versatile map because you can be in this tunnel, which I'm right now showing, and you can be just camping with a trowel, which you can make walls by right clicking, and you can be just camping with a grenade launcher or whatever if they don't have any like explosions at the top with G or grenade, and you can just spam it, deal with medkit, damage them, and just win by playing the cringe way. Or you could be if you're against a no clipper or fly hacker, you could be dealing some chip damage and moving roof to roof. So now this is what decks I'm going to be recommending. The best deck would be probably if a sniper or assault or burst as your main weapon. For secondary could be the slingshot, especially for the tight tunnels if using a travel like I'm gonna be recommending. It will be good, but also exogun and Uzi is fine. For the melee is either travel to be in tunnels tight, it would be pretty good, or katana yet again. And for the utility is obviously the medkit or the Molotov for tight spaces and etc. Splash is by far the worst map while playing against a cheater. There's little to no cover, the water is covering a whole lot of the map and it makes a splash sound which reveals the location in case they don't have ESP, which they can see you. And the trampoline is in the middle of the map, which is literally a graveyard. If you go into it, you're just gonna get beamed. It could be a sniper headshot, anything. Only if you have katana and you're ready to deflect it, you're doomed. Sniper is a good option for primary or any rifle like the burst or assault rifle. For the secondary, you might want the revolver because it's good at long range and can deal pretty decent damage overall. For the melee, it's either the chainsaw, the scythe, or the katana. Katana is going to be non-movement, while the scythe is movement, and the chainsaw as well, which you can do like chain boosts, like go and fly up really high. While with katana you can't. So if you picking katana, probably the grenade or sustained tripline will be best for utility. But if you pick scythe or chainsaw, probably the medkit is gonna be the best, unless the person is just teleporting and just use katana and shotgun. Docks is a map with a lot of cover, so it's safe while against fly hackers, but it's also with a consequence of no clippers as hackers being quite annoying and they just could be tedious to be dealt with. Sniper or shotgun or rifles such as burst or assault rifle is a good option as a primary, but for secondary it's probably best a slingshot or exogun because you're going to be in tight spaces and you need that splash damage like bouncing off walls or splash like exogun. but Uzi or Shorty could be viable since they can still get the damage done. For the melee, it's probably the katana or the chainsaw. Chainsaw is just to get around, reposition, while if no clipping, they could be really annoying. And for the utility, it's probably gonna be the medkit only because of Molotov. It's not gonna be as effective because it's not as tight. There's slightly more versatility, but it's still quite tight. Onyx is second to worst map due to it being almost no cover but with little to no space because of the lava covering the whole map. For the loadout, is the best to have a shotgun, exogun, katana, and trip mine. You can play around, such as making your secondary a shotgun and make like your first assault rifle, but I would recommend to keep this because it would be the most optimized because the shotgun is just best for close range and stuff. It's overall a nice map with a roof under your spawn, and you can have some rat spots with some decent cover in case of fly hackers, but you need to watch out if you don't want to die or get a death sentence. Make sure you don't go on the crane because you're just gonna get beamed down by aimbot or hackers who are just flying up to you. Construction, you can play shotgun because the map you can just rush down and you can just kill the person by just spamming shotgun. For the secondary, it could be really anything. It could be the sling, it could be the shorty. It will work out decently. For the katana, you just want to reflect the damage you're doing. If you're just playing aggressive, like if they're teleporting on you, if they're teleporting by any means, just use the katana no matter what. And I recommend you to use the grenade. If they have like aim assist, you're not crazy blatant. You can just like full rush them, and if they try to kill you, you just like katana, and I just don't want to shoot if they're not sure, and you just like shotgun, boom boom, and you win. So yeah. Spotting hackers are not easy, especially legit hackers, but blatant hackers are way easier to spot because they usually get banned often, so they make alt accounts and usually have default avatars with some kind of spam names like in this, and usually go all out and don't even hide it. So this is how you can report cheater to the developers so they can get banned. So I'm on the Rivals page right now. You can see everything, right? If you scroll down, you go to Discord, the Discord server, and you join and set up everything. I already got myself set up everything. And you message this bot. You right click and message this bot. I already made a ticket and stuff. Their like response times are quite a while, but it's worth it to get them banned. Unless the ticket's full. So if you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I will be making more videos like what's the best loadout, how to make a best loadout and stuff. I will also have my Discord server down below as well as my Twitch. I will be streaming sometimes. My Discord is not gonna be dead as long as people are gonna be actually joining. It has like looking for games. You can always chat with me as well if you want to ask something. I don't mind. So bye.